Hello, welcome to World of Tanks with Kid. Today we are looking at the T-54 first prototype. This is the premium tier 8 Russian medium. Shall we compare it to its counterpart, the T-44, which is the non-premium? As you can see directly itself, the average damage per shot, the alpha damage is basically same with the average penetration as well. While the T-54 Mod 1 gains rate of fire and subsequently reload time, it loses its current traverse speed from 50.06 from T-54 to 44.56, and as well as it loses some gun depression of -6 versus -1 plus gun elevation as well. Aiming time on the T-54 is much better than T-44, as you can see, and when comparing the damage per second DPS, I believe the T-54 you can do much more damage in situations where you need much more DPS. And survivability of it, when talking, this is T-54's main attribute is survival. Even though it has the same hit points as T-54, it has better hull armor and turret armor, which 129 on the front, 90 on the side, and 45 on the back, while the T-44 has 90 on front, 45 on sides, and 75 on sides, and 45 on the back. And the turret armor of the T-54 is 180 in the front, 120 on the sides, and 75 on the back, while the T-54 only has 120 in the front, 100 on sides, and 100 at the back, which is good compared to the turret armor, the back of the turret armor. Now comes to the weak points of the T-54, the mobility. To gain such impressive armor, it loses so much of the mobility it has, except when it's going back, except for the weight limit. The rest, they are just bad. As you can see, the engine power of T-44 is much better. This specific power is also much better, plus the top speed is 51 versus 44 in the T-54, and going back it's 20. And the traverse speed, although it has a where it drops in mobility, T-54 has a better transfer speed than the T-44, surprisingly, and as well as concealment as well. As you can see, the concealment properties of it is a little much better than the T-44, and concealment while moving is also a little much better, not much. Well, the spotting range is also a bit better in the T-54, but signal range is much better in the T-44. So basically that's the comparison between the two counterparts of the T-44 variant. Okay, so we are playing in Kharkov, I guess that's how you spell it. If I'm misspelling it, sorry about that. Kharkov. So we are playing with my friend Shansi. Sadly, even though I told him to come, he didn't come. So here this is my third game actually, playing with the T-54 first prototype. So I decided to go where all the mediums usually roll it out. This corner of the map. And yeah, let's go. Usually I like to go into this place, or I usually go creep around this and just jump into guys over here, but I decided to go here because I want to play safe, because I don't know the capabilities of the T-54 yet, and I need to get used to it. So I decided I'll stay a bit front and bit back and deal with the enemies which are around here. And I saw that even though enemies are here, they are not aggressive enough, so I thought I'll probably give this other T-54 prototype some support, and decided to rush the T-26 which is the American premium medium. You can see I'm flanking because American Premium has one of the best frontal armor in the game for a medium. That's why it's here. I made a mistake there running into this debris. you can see, I bounced the shell while coming through to here from the from the Type 61. This shows one of its bouncy. This shows the main concept of this. It's bouncy armor. It bounces most of the shots as long as you angle them properly, and if the enemy doesn't know where to shoot, it will probably bounce. Make a mistake there popping out, but I managed to put a shot without taking any damage back, deploying my tracks off, and I managed to put another shot in, only managed to blow my tracks off, and again he blows my tracks off. Well, as long as he damaged my tracks and not my health, I'm really okay with that. So I'm waiting to see if he pops back out, and he doesn't. So, and I see yeah, waiting, and I see the Panther low health and decided to pop to take one shot, and this is where I made the mistake of thinking that here the Scorpion G would not appear. So yeah, I get punished for that. My health drops to more than 25%. The rebel race is coming towards me. That's the thing, even the rebel race bounce, if you show your front and angle it properly at an angle like this, that's it. You can see the frontal plate of this is really bouncy if it's angled in a way that the enemy can only shoot at you. So if it's angled like this, I mean, if they shoot your front plate, it will most probably bounce, unless it's a caliber of a tier 9 tank destroyer also. Okay. This is the tactic to use. Find a corner which is safe and protected by allies in the back, and you just basically chip away at enemy's health with DPS. And this VC-132 that is a good idea to rush, because I was low health. He didn't expect that. He did not expect me bouncing on his shots and taking him down. So I decided to take him out first to make sure that he doesn't put shots into me, because I know the T-69 is an auto reload. So therefore he has a 4-clip magazine. He wasted his magazine trying to pen me. Now he's on his reload, so I decided to take the Panther out because he is not a auto loader. I auto aimed at him there. Sorry for my mistakes. I auto aimed at the target that close. Imagine what I did there. So basically we're winning this round, and revenge for my health, which he took away. Now we are rushing the T-54, the non-premium counterpart of this tank. Managed to get his kill. Well guys, that's basically it. So basically find a safe spot, use your armor and your gun handling skills, which is really good in this tank. Take pop shots at enemies through the corner and pull back into cover, and use your armor to bounce most of the shots, because it's one of the main concept of this tank. It's bouncy armor. So look, something has gone to the front. I think that's a Scorpion G. As you can see in the front, there are so many bounces through the turret as well as the hull. Basically find a corner and just chip away at your enemies using the amazing DPS this vehicle has. But keep be warned, do not rush frontline without any support. It's one of the main problems I'm running into these days. And I got used to it. Then I found now I'm doing not a short range, kind of medium range support role to other heavies if there's so much rolling going on. Basically, that's it. Now let's go to post game stats, shall we? You can see here I made 71,310 profit while earning 5,244 experience for the first with this tank. The first 3 battles I had with this tank, I lost them sadly, but this was my 3rd battle in this tank, and what do you know, I got mastery in my 3rd battle. So basically I did 3,527 damage, which is okay for this tank. I had much more battles afterwards, but sadly I accidentally deleted the replay. It sucks. And I end up having the top experience as well as damage. Not bad for a... Wait, this was a T9 game? Holy shit, it was a T9 game. Okay, I did not see that. Well, I did good for a T9 game actually. Okay. So the Ramata, the Scorpion Jing only fired 2 shots, I believe, out of which he shot one into me. 118. Kudos to that guy. And my friend, disappointment. I did not fire any premium, therefore the ammunition cost is low as well as the repair cost, but consumables, which I use rations for 5% more extra crew perks as well as skill. Because of that, it's 20,000. Out of that, we make a decent profit of 38,477. As you can see, with a premium account, you would make 74,000, which is a ton of credits per game if you can have games like this. And 19 shots fired, 16 direct hits, 15 penetrations, blocked by armor thousands. As I said, it's you can count on the armor to bounce few of the shots from low caliber, as well as people who are aiming at your hull armor with an angle way. And well, I make, as you can see, I make a good amount of experience as well if you want to train your crew. This is one of the best tanks to get, and if you're new to the game as well, you better, if you're looking for a comparison as easy tank to play the game with, I believe this tank would be one of your best choices, because it's not punishable as the other premium tanks on the game, such as the T-60, STB, and AMX or other tier 8 medium tanks. This tank, it has the mobility, decent mobility, and decent gun handling as well. So this would be a good tank for new players to get used to the game with medium tanks. Okay, that's it for the first episode of World of Tanks with the kid, and it's T-54 prototype, a strong tank. Well, that's from Mighty Jingles, strong. Also, if you are into World of Tanks, you better subscribe to Mighty Jingles or Quickie Baby. They're really good. Unlike me, they are really good.